All right, and here's today's Rogue Trader Zigdao Bitcoin Option Fund Daily Trading Summary. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Well, September or March 7th, and I'm just looking at the markets right now, and they've really calmed down after the shenanigans of 2 days ago. It's not unsurprising that things kind of settled out a little bit. A little bit of strength so far this morning on the U.S. Open, but nothing significant. We're still holding around 67,000K. But the account is doing really, really well. I think we're very, very pleased with everything. And of course, surviving those down moves is very important. And we do so by buying puts, by leaving our shrapnel in place, by having wing protection, and by covering off all positions so that any damage sustained is mitigated, and margin, very importantly, margin stays in control. Let's just take a quick look at the account and just give a snapshot of where we're at. All right, so everything's looking pretty good. The equity, currently at this moment right now is 5,300 or something. But the cash balance is 0.1681 Bitcoin. So that's just over 11,000. I'd have to pull out the calculator so let me just do that. 0.1681, just because I'm curious. 0.1681 times, what is it right now? $67,000. So yeah, it's 11,274 roughly. That's the intrinsic value. We don't always realize 100% that, but if we can shoot for 75, 80, 90% of it, that would be lovely. Just depends on what the market's going to give us. But we really don't have a lot to talk about today. Didn't make a lot of trades. Did some things to control margin to bring it down a little bit. It was getting a bit heavy. We are carrying a lot of risk to the downside, so I'm constantly adjusting that. So we got some things going out tomorrow. 64,500 puts, 70,000 calls at the moment. Everything's just fine. Those are going to roll off unless something extraordinary happens. And gosh, we don't have anything until the 15th. That's quite bizarre for me. Of course, I manage a lot of accounts, and normally every day is loaded up. Even on the 15th, we've got no puts. I'm going to look for an opportunity to sell some puts on the 15th. The problem right now is that will put pressure on our margin. So we'll see what happens. If we get a bit of a pullback again, I'm happy to sell some puts as long as I can maintain the margin. On the upside, 74,000 is the nearest strike. So there's not really a lot to talk about. We're just kind of sitting still right now, letting that theta roll in. What is our theta? $69 a day. I shouldn't say we're sitting on our hands. We're sitting on our hands this afternoon. This morning, we did a fair bit of trading on this account. It was actually quite a long session we did as a part of our live stream. Our net delta 22, the Deribit delta is 0.13. We did quite a bit of trading, quite a bit of adjustments to this account. We wanted to bring, we used a lot of our theta. We had a lot higher theta. We used that for protective coverage on the put side. Steady she goes. We're pretty happy with everything. We're going to see what this month brings. The market is pricing in an event. They're pricing in an event to the upside. So we're not buying any more calls. We don't need to buy calls. We're already long. We don't need to overdo it. If we get another big pullback, it'll hurt, right? So we've got to make sure we're prepared for any eventuality. So I think we're pretty happy to let things live for right now. Again, check out our daily live stream. Check us out on Patreon, Roguetrader.academy. Join us, and you can see our in-depth discussion we do on this stuff every single day. So until then, I think we're just going to let it see what happens with the U.S. session, and especially in the U.S. afternoon when the ETF buying typically kicks in. Other than that, I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, and thanks for watching our daily summary video. For those of you who want to learn more, I would invite you to come and watch the full videos. These full videos are where Richard and I sit down every day, sometimes multiple times per day. We discuss the market, the metrics, our account, everything you can possibly imagine, and we execute the trades in real time. You get to see it all. Where else could you see professional fund traders do this in an account specifically set up for you, the viewer, to learn all the tips and tactics we've learned over the last 50 years combined. Now, this is for silver members and above. If you go to Roguetrader.academy, silver members and above get access to this live stream every day, as well as the recordings. On top of that, there's a weekly Ask Me Anything call. And as the name implies, you can ask us anything. Plus, you get access to all of our courses. We put out a new course every 3 or 4 months approximately. Plus, you get access to our interactive live alerts Telegram channel. And this is a Telegram channel where we're putting our trades in real time as we make them, but it's interactive. That's what makes it different. So you can ask us questions. We will chat back and forth during the day with all of our members. It's super, super incredible value. So do yourself a favor, head over to Roguetrader.academy, join up, and we'll see you soon.